Yo.
Waiting for Will. Damn, what episode is this? We've been going strong for a while.
15?
Sheesh. 15 EPs.
I'm not sure. Hey, that's technically more if you think about it. Niggas don't give hours in an EP, don't give an hour of quality content.
That's a fact, because there's a lot of these podcasts out here that's just giving motherfuckers 30 minutes. Talking about we'll see y'all next week.
I ain't about that. Yo, I swear, I'm watching this award show right now. I might have to rearrange where I put Oscar Robertson, because I definitely just watched this nigga get everybody to business for about a solid 3 minutes. And I mean, he was giving everybody the business.
Hey, no, when you go back and look at the old highlights, you be like, damn. Like, do you feel more sorry for the opponent or, like, confident for the nigga? Because it's like they be just hooping around the motherfuckers.
That's the thing, like, I might have to start trusting my uncle when he said Oscar Robertson the GOAT.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Because it's somebody that's like 60 right now that will swear up and down like you ain't never seen nothing like this. I'm like, you probably right.
Hey, wait till this 2K year drop. My 6'10" point guard, 3-point specialist.
Oh man. Hey, no, remember the glitches though? Because like when niggas started getting 8 feet players with maxed out stuff, that's when I was like, nah, this is different, yo.
Nah, fuck 8 feet. 8 feet we could handle. It was the niggas who was out here like 30 feet tall. You
definitely couldn't see them on the screen.
Like, I was tripping. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? And my nigga was 6 feet tall. I'm like, yo, fuck, y'all got me out of here with like, fuck a tree. These like some NASA fucking rocket ships out this bitch.
I was like, yo, how bored do you have to be to do all of this? Like, I couldn't.
Saying like, yo, like they used, like the 8-foot niggas fine, 9-foot niggas just be on the screen. That's all I ask. Like,
yeah, like let me see your face. Make it a fair fight.
Like if I can't see, at least let me kick you in the kneecap or the big toe, at least.
I remember on one of the 2Ks, like after Xbox, I got the Connect and shit. Like if you cuss, they'll tee you up. I was like, I'm definitely not doing this, because that's when the game changed after that.
We're gonna talk about it peaking in 2011. 2K peaked in 2011, as far as I'm concerned.
Whew. Arguments can be made.
Like
that shit ain't been the same since.
Like it's cool. It's like I don't know. We'll get into it a bit more, but it's like my only I sent it. Hold on, let me send it. Let me add it. My only argument with like 2K more so is like I need to just, and once it became, yeah, like the game's not bad, but like I've already seen this. Like I'm actually not sure if you can hear me still.
Yeah, I can't hear you a little bit. You was cutting out though.
Yo, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I got you.
All right. Yeah, so it's just kind of like 2K just kind of been on like rinse and repeat. That's a whole other explanation. But you know,
that's a whole other thing in itself, man.
And what's fucked up is last night wasn't even bad. Like,
yeah, that's the fucked up part about it.
Like they've had way
it wasn't
worse
a great
shows.
show, but it wasn't like a terrible show like some past years been.
I'll never forget, nigga. Nothing is worse than having Cash Out and Tiger close out the awards.
What was the logic behind that?
That was 2012. That was the two biggest. Like, yo, it was just
that was a sad year.
And that was coming off 20. Like that was coming off such a great show. Like you had the hype, the momentum going, and nigga, you gave me Cash Out and like you gave me Cashing Out in Rack City.
That's wild.
And I fucked with both of those songs in 20. I'm not gonna act like, oh no, I wasn't fucking with them. Like no,
it wasn't closing no award shows though.
Hell no. Those are like, all right, cool. I got like my radio hit for the month. Like dope. Let's get it. And then like, that was some trash. What's good, Joe? What's good?
What's up, yeah?
What's going on? How long y'all been there, man? I ain't never get no invite.
I sent that shit. Like, I sent them at the same time, so.
Nah, dog, y'all trying to run this shit without me or what?
Nigga. He trying to start shit.
Yeah.
He be like.
Nah, y'all trying to start
nigga.
shit.
Nah, nigga, I'm gonna just say you showed up late.
Nigga say he was on CP time.
This I don't want no controversy, no beef. The group is good.
Hey, do y'all agree or disagree? A woman should give her salary to her husband to keep.
Wait, you said what?
Oh wow.
Whoa, hold up.
I feel like this is real life coming on to the podcast.
That's what I'm saying. Like, hold up. That's the way.
What it say? It said a wife should give her husband her salary.
Her salary. Wife should give her salary to her husband to keep. True.
Facts.
I mean,
you said my girl just told me she needs 60% of my check, like her daddy give her mama 60%. I said, one thing I'm not is her pops.
Damn. Yo.
Damn, 60%.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
damn.
He can't even look. He don't even keep half.
Damn. Between taxes and her, what the fuck you keep?
And for her.
You said for his bills and for her enjoyment.
Damn, I can't even get a taper.
He'll He a good man. Huh? I know, but if he give her all that, I might not be as good as your pops. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Damn.
Hey, I got you though.
Hey, what Kane said? He said,
Hey, that's a new
nigga do all that. Shit. Tell the nigga
I'm
I
a
give him
temporary
some
child, so
pussy.
you might get 10. Hello?
What you said you live?
I said, I'm your temporary child, so you might get 10.
Yeah, like, my checks ain't even that much, B. I make minimum wage.
Hey, no, we got a new T-shirt out there.
I'm back at Mickey D's.
Hey, no, you know it's wild when we could when we could relate to him working at McDonald's though.
Hell yeah. It was the night.
I'm back to being the McManager. Fuck y'all thought.
Nigga said I'm McManager. Hold on.
Name of the episode.
That's what I'm about to say.
Fuck y'all thought.
Hold on. He said I'm back to being the McManager. Hey, that's.
I'm not trying to school to you. How not to get finesse.
Nigga said 60-40. Those is Diddy numbers.
We definitely putting the numbers on the shirt.
Damn. I want a McManager be a shirt. The fuck?
It's definitely gonna be a shirt. Yeah.
Well, welcome to episode 15, everybody.
You heard it first.
What's dope about McManager is we immediately get sued, but we ain't really got shit to give them. So you know,
they ain't that shit. That McManager, they can't sue for that. That ain't even a real life word. That's our shit.
We got Pat McManager.
What the fuck? He said that like McChicken was a word before they used it.
No, they ain't never said McManager.
Hey, no, why McDonald's just put Mick on the front of shit? They talk about something that's a word. Niggas got the McRibs. I ain't never in my life.
Hey, number one, the McRib is probably the wildest shit ever. My days were. What type of animal that's? Because it definitely ain't pork.
Damn.
Damn, bro. You gonna come up missing.
Hold up, Will. Your shit. All right, look. Is your shit cutting out? Will.
You can hear me?
Yeah. Now I can. It was cutting out for a second, though.
They giving out Indian award on this shit. Niggas gave Ahmed Johnson a Hustle Award.
That's what I'm saying. Like, hold up. What the fuck? They was like,
damn, you gotta reinvite him.
Hey, wait, is Meek there?
Hell yeah, he next to Embiid.
Hell yeah, I see that shit.
Niggas are from LA to New York. That's wild.
Damn. That's that PJ money.
That's definitely PJ money.
My nigga was like, he probably didn't even stay for the full award show.
I doubt he did, because I know he just did his performance and hopped on that jet.
Like, damn.
Why Chuck and Shaq got their regular season suits on?
Because they don't give a fuck. They in the Hall of Fame. Fuck they got to lose.
The more achievements you get, like the less you gotta dress up and shit.
That's a fact. What? KD ain't ever brushing his hair.
Damn, that's a fact. That's sad too. That nigga,
he gonna win four.
Should have never got that nigga a ring.
Got some fucked up hair. Like, that's what you know.
What I miss, yo.
No, I'm trying to figure out why they giving Amir Johnson awards.
Fuck, they give him
The Hustle Award.
They wildin'. Definitely.
Yo, that's a fact. If they're gonna make that shit, like, who the fuck, like, hey, no. So can we talk about like the fact, like, they really not? They're just putting this a joke. They get doing Casey Coach of the Year. Like, they definitely just fucking with that man.
They've been fucking with Dwayne Casey for the longest time.
I'm just curious. Is the Raptors gonna put that one up or the Pistons? Who gets claim to that?
Shit, Dwayne Casey.
Like,
How y'all feel about Ben Simmons taking Rookie of the Year?
I ain't surprised by that shit, but I definitely thought Donovan Mitchell was gonna win. Especially when you considering the fact my son Ben Simmons scored like 1 point in the playoff game.
I think they would have. I mean, I guess the way they got the voting system set up, but I mean, because it's like I could understand either way, even though everybody's saying Simmons ain't a rookie, but I think they could have gave him shits, co-rookie of the year or some shit. But I
this
guess
would have been one of the few years I'd have been down for co-rookie. I hate co-shit. Like, I don't like it being like co-MVP, co-rookie. And this would have been one of the few times that like co-rookie would have been deserved.
how y'all feel about the MVP though? Because I mean, it's like I said, how y'all feel about the MVP shit though? Because I mean, we all know Harden don't get it, but
Oh yeah, I think he should get it though.
I mean, if we saying it,
I mean, do you think he's the most
shit.
valuable player in the NBA?
Oh
Hell no.
But it ain't never been
Hell
that
no.
award though, because in that case, like Chris Paul would have at least 2,
That's a fact. That's a fact.
because he was definitely taking them Hornets teams to like the second round on some like I'm by myself type shit.
That's a fact. But
Who they beat that year when my son flat out said I punched my mother in the face to win the championship? That's when I knew he was different. That's when I knew he was different. I was like, yeah, he want that shit.
Nah, nigga, they ain't win shit that year. They met the Lakers in the first round. But Chris was definitely ready to scrap with Kobe. And a lot of niggas wasn't built like that.
He one of the few niggas that's ready to scrap with Kobe. Because Kobe definitely that nigga that can't fight, but like he ain't scared to fight though.
It was getting an argument during the game, and they asked. It was like a respect kind of question. Like,
How many fights Kobe been in the league? Yeah.
He at least 1-0 against Matt Barnes. I don't give a fuck. That's the great.
I mean, I'm just saying because I mean,
he,
I'm definitely one of them niggas that said Kobe couldn't fight, but then it's like, I mean, the nigga got all he did was catch a 2-piece from Chris Childs. We ain't never.
I was about to say
scrap.
He got at least 2 He got at least 2 L's in the league, and they came in one punch.
Okay, hold up. Are you watching this? Okay, hey, not to sidestep. So I'm watching the award show. That's not even Davis's best block. So that's some bullshit. That's the block of the year.
That is wild because I definitely see him block some better shit than that.
No, do you? I don't know if you saw the Bulls one where he definitely blocked the shot and threw it off a man's
I
head.
remember that shit.
Like he blocked it, still was in the air, grabbed the ball, threw it off a man's head, and got the ball back.
Listen, you gonna have to pick a different block, nigga. Don't disrespect my city.
Damn.
Like, nigga, like just.
You gonna have to pick
Like
a
that was a
different
great
block,
block too, but. Nigga, fuck you. I ain't gotta pick shit.
Nigga just got aggressive.
Like,
Hey, I ain't know the free agent class was as deep as it is though.
Who all we got as far as free agents and shit?
I know, like other than like
LeBron going off there?
like LeBron, I can see that. I can see that. Like other than like LeBron and all the other niggas, like Nurkic is a free agent. Jokic was, but he gonna re-sign with Devon the max. And then there's some other guys. I gotta check the list.
It's gonna be. He gonna play a big role depending on where he go to.
I was about to say that because that's a game changing big man right there.
Yeah, for anybody except Portland.
Pretty much.
Because I mean, he can't change shit. He been there for however many years.
It was that's if the Pelicans don't get Cousins, that's someone they targeting.
So I like him with AD.
Oh, nigga, I don't like. I put any I like any center next to AD for one. Like the only reason why. No, let me take that back.
I like Avery Bradley going to OKC.
You just need a nigga who can actually be physical for 82 games. Because that's one thing AD can't do. He can't be physical for 82 games. You definitely the nigga that's going for 82 games, be physical.
They want to get mad. Young and stupid and naive.
Oh, man, you wild.
In the background.
That's so true. Passport is disgusting.
No.
We got a guest on the show.
Yeah, y'all.
So we're being featured.
Yeah, y'all will get it.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Yeah, we need a check. Yeah, me too.
You said
Oh,
check. All right. Edit that out, y'all.
Hey, yo.
Don't worry.
Hey, they passed the Prime Edition.
Give her a percentage of the Honey Bun t-shirts. Wow,
Yeah,
Shaq was fat as shit with the Celtics.
We definitely got to make. Shaq was fat as shit as soon as he left. He was fat as shit in LA.
That's a fact.
Shaq was fat as shit for like the whole back end of his career. Like if you think he was fat with the Celtics, he was fat as shit with Phoenix.
Hey, no, that's facts.
Hey, I still remember that. I don't know why Shaq going to Phoenix with Kobe.
Embiid, the cover of the NBA Live. That must be the don't play edition.
Damn. Hey.
Any nigga that's the cover of NBA Live wasn't good enough to be the cover of 2K.
That's a fact.
Damn, Damian.
That's a fact.
Who been the cover of
the last couple of lives?
Yeah, I know Dame was on there.
Damn, I gotta fix it.
When Dame had a cover, yo.
It was last year, wasn't it? It was Dame, Kyrie, and
No, Kyrie was 2K.
No, he was on the cover of Live.
Oh, he must have not shit. Not last year.
No, not last year. Dame was the cover last year. And Russ, that was the covers.
Damn.
Russ was the cover last year. It was Harden.
Oh yeah,
Russ
it was hard last year.
Yeah, Kyrie was the cover of Live in 2014. Russ was 16. Dame was 15. It's kind of wild. Paul George did get a cover.
Damn.
Shout out to PG though. Playoff P. Huh?
Hey. Trust the process. NBA Live 19 might be good.
And Paul Gasol might be on the cover of NBA Live 20.
Hey, no, he definitely wilding.
Oh. So let's do them. So what? Since we already, I was gonna start with the other award show, but since we already got on sports, so we got MVP. We got Harden. Well, actually, what was your good question, B? Will? Because you said, well, we don't think Harden's the most valuable player in the league, and it sounded like you was gonna say something else.
Is LeBron MVP every year? Should he be?
No.
Nah.
And I think like it looks. I think that's one of the big like vacuum things they do, where it's like, yeah, LeBron been the best player since like 2011. But if you go and look at each of the individual years, like you can find years where guys were more valuable to their team than LeBron, even if LeBron might have been the best player. Like,
see, but it's only hard to say because like they're like for the most part when LeBron leave a team, they no longer like playoff contenders. I mean,
but look at what he did.
Did Miami make the playoffs the first year after he left or not?
No, not the first year. The year, like 16, they did.
Cleveland was in like lottery.
That's fine, but that's what LeBron does because of the team they put around LeBron. When LeBron leaves, half the team leaves. Like especially with Miami, Miami had so many guys on like 1-2 year contracts fucking like when LeBron left, that entire Miami team that came back was brand new.
That should only be funny because these be niggas LeBron choose.
That's a fact. Like, he's the reason why, like, the teams go, like, yeah, he is that big of an impact. It's why I've always hated the, like, when they compare him and Mike, it's like, oh, well, the Bulls team still had, still won 55 games. It's like, yeah, because the Bulls team had better management. You can't name, like.
And the league was trash.
But that's nothing. Yeah. But it's like what he did. Like it'd be a difference if like Mike left and Rodman left, and now I'm not ever giving no fucking points to Tony Kukoc. Like Kerr left. I swear, like I saw every time I see a highlight on Mike and they be point, I'm like, I swear I'd be seeing Kukoc. He don't do shit. But that's another story. I'm not about to vent or rant on fucking Tony Kukoc. But nah. I'm trying to think of like an individual year right now where like, or put this ain't been since 2011, but take that 09 season, I think it was, when it was LeBron, D Wade, and Kobe for MVP. Mm-hmm. D Wade was absolutely the most valuable player that year. LeBron was a better player, Kobe was a better player, but D Wade was absolutely the most valuable player that year, in my opinion. D Wade was giving niggas 30, and he revitalized that Miami team.
Oh, you said 09?
I think I want to say it's 09. It might have been 08. Whatever year it was, D Wade averaged 30.
Oh, it was well, yeah. In that case, it was 09. Yeah, he should have won MVP that year. To me,
yeah, like he was. But I know like LeBron was a better player, Kobe was a better player, but D Wade was the MVP.
Did they make the playoffs?
If we go on, hell yeah.
Who they lose to?
They got fucked up. By,
I had to check.
I think LeBron. Not LeBron.
NBA playoffs.
Did they lose to the Magic?
Oh, Miami. They lost to the Hawks. Wow. Yeah.
Wow. Joe Johnson.
Josh Smith. Mike Bibby.
Josh Smith.
Ain't no Mike Bibby slander, yo.
No Mike Bibby slander.
Niggas don't want smoke with Mike. Nigga been juicing.
Mike Bibby. I seen the upper body. I was like, but dude, he got the legs. I was like, yeah, I don't want no smoke. Man.
Yeah.
09 playoffs was wild because
Mike Bibby out here being a part-time bodybuilder and shit.
Because as I look at these
big three.
Travis Scott trying to give me epilepsy right now.
Yeah. He is doing a lot with these effects. It's like the Niggas in Paris video.
That's what I'm saying. Like, yo, hold up. Where's my disclaimer?
Niggas definitely said if you suffer from epilepsy, don't watch this.
What's the other one? So rookie of the year, we hit up MVP. What's that one? Defensive player of the year.
I had Gobert before he won tonight though, because I felt like I really didn't feel like I don't feel like no one makes that type of impact defensively other than him. I mean, people make impact, but I feel like he makes the biggest one for that Utah team though.
All right. No, like like
defensive player of the year is usually. I mean, with Kawhi being injured most of the year, well, all of the year, he played 9 games injured.
So see, pretty much
in quotations and shit. But I mean, and Draymond, he had Draymond was all right on the defensive end, and I mean, shit, the closest person to me might have been AD.
Yeah.
And I couldn't really pick him over Gobert.
Wow. I'm just sitting here looking at these 09 playoffs from that Celtics Bulls series. I was like, bro.
I mean,
It's like
my
this,
reason.
this shit
Oh,
be
my
up.
bad.
Oh, you good, bro?
I like my reason, and like I get it. Like if you want to talk about impact, but in fairness, AD and Gobert, and two, AD can go if, and this is the argument. And I'm not even saying 100% agree with this argument, but this is the argument that's been used for another player. AD can guard more positions than Gobert, whereas Gobert is strictly in the paint. And AD is the first person since KG that can definitively guard a pick and roll and like guard both players. Like he can guard the nigga with the ball, and once the ball's passed, like he's guarding the big man who got it.
That's a fact.
So like to me, if you got more games, more versatile, you led the league in blocks. Like I think it's I don't know. I'm taking AD over Gobert. Even defensively, obviously as a player, but defensively, I'm taking.
I mean, I think everybody.
And that ain't no that's. And as a player, there's no question. I think if you take Gobert over AD as a player, you might need to check yourself and whatever.
Well, no, I
whatever
mean even defensively.
Travis Scott, yo, what the fuck?
I think
no,
even defensively, everybody would take fucking AD over Gobert.
He doing the hits. he doing all the hits.
What the fuck, yo? My nigga is like, I'm tripping the fuck out.
He is
right
tripping because you definitely was supposed to be high watching this.
But yeah, no. So it's like that to me is for that. Excuse me, most improved player. I know we all fuck with Oladipo.
I mean that I don't even feel like that was a real competition. Like I mean with the season that he had this year, I don't think it was any debating that. Like anybody else getting it would have been a robbery, even though I mean and there was a couple of players that I feel like stepped up, but I just don't think. I don't think anybody had a better improvement than he did.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Coming from OKC when everybody was kind of looking at him crazy.
But shit, I looked at it because they had put a side by side up on Instagram like before the season started, and like he got himself in like star shape to be like the guy in Indiana, and I was like I could see it. You could see that shit because he was more physical, attacking and just stuff like his body was just different.
Well, and to me the biggest thing was like
miles, man.
Cash
is. A lot of basketball is like confidence, and so like if you just not confident, like you're just not gonna play a certain kind of way. And Oladipo, correct me if I'm wrong, he was there the last year at KD, right, in OKC?
No, he came after KD.
Yeah, he came after.
So he only was in OKC for 2 years.
More. They
That's right, because he started with the Magic.
Yeah, and they flipped. Went with the Magic. They traded him in the Ibaka trade. Then he got flipped for Paul George.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, see, damn.
But I mean, like you said, though, it's mostly about confidence because shit. He said it at the beginning of the season. How he was just glad to be at an organization, in an organization where they kind of put him in a position to be the guy. I mean, they ain't have a choice.
No,
because PG was gone, so it was almost like. Nigga, you the best scorer we got.
That's a fact.
It panned out. It worked out.
Shout out to Melo for being the most Baltimore nigga, like on the big stage. Cause for him to opt in, and like my son has been the shadiest nigga on Instagram, and I love it.
Shout out to Melo, man. Ain't no Melo slander going on.
No, that's about. I was actually saying this is in support of him. It's fucked up because like if you talk to anybody that's and like I work with the kids, so it's obviously like they're 10 years plus removed from me.
Something was changing.
So much changing. They're like 10 years plus removed, so like they look at Melo and Melo ain't shit to them because they only got like the last like year or two in New York and then what he's been at OKC. And, like, it's wild to think that I tell him, like, if you was watching it 10 years ago, what KD is now, that's what Melo was.
And in a way, better because Melo could get in the post. Like, Melo could play down low. Like, at his peak, like, wasn't nobody stopping Melo.
he's one of maybe like 5 guys ever that didn't have an uncomfortable spot on the floor. Like
JR on that list, that's fucked up.
I'm not giving JR that credit, but like 5 niggas who was like who was comfortable everywhere and like was good enough to be everywhere. Like Melo, George Gervin, Kobe.
JR.
Nigga, no.
JR ain't never seen a shot. He comfortable everywhere.
But he got to be able to make the shots from everywhere.
Nah, that ain't got nothing to do with comfort.
Like that, just because you don't make it, don't mean you ain't comfortable.
JR ain't never had a post game. Has JR ever posted up?
Shit.
Ain't no telling. he might have pulled a turnaround fade away from 3.
That's
the most JR Smith shit ever, bro.
They got the 3-point line about Kobe.
Hey, my favorite JR memory is fucked up because like it ain't got nothing to do with him on the basketball court. Ain't got nothing to do with him in real life. I would just never forget the nigga when we was playing on live, and he was like, "Who the fuck? Someone get Junior Smith out the court."
Say, who the fuck is Junior Smith?
Yeah, that nigga was wild.
I was like, what? This nigga said Junior Smith.
He must be new here.
He
must be new to this
like,
basketball shit.
Like that's forever my favorite memory. And like I've seen JR definitely drop 41 off the bench. I've seen like they always talk about like Steve Kerr throw his arms up like when Steph take a bad shot and then act like it was okay when they go in. That used to be George Karl's role. George Karl, he definitely used to just let Jads like, all right, nigga, you got 5 minutes.
Tyreek Evans unrestricted.
JR was like an angry ass pit bull for George Karl. Like he was like, you got 5 minutes to be out. If you cool, calm, we'll let it ride. If you angry as shit and start buying people, especially your own people, you gotta get the fuck back over here.
When do
JR used to let that be.
Also,
who did?
Go ahead, John.
Oh my bad. I always forget old boy's name on the Spurs. Who the fuck did JR murder on
Gary
the Spurs?
Neal.
Motherfucking Gary Neal. Quarter body.
My nigga like, hey,
Quarter body.
Like, that's one of the few times like you really saw like it was a trip like watching that shit like him just coming down court like he looked casual as hell and you see this nigga take flight.
He exploded.
And you like, wait. Like my nigga flew and jumped over like yo. Gary Neal was better off being like 3 inches shorter. He'd have jumped straight over Isaiah Thomas.
Mind you, Gary Neal came from the D League. Pop had him playing like he was drafted late first round.
Gary Neal was definitely hooping for about 2-3 years.
That's how Pop the GOAT.
Fucking when do Paul George? Because it's Paul George. He got a player's option.
Nah, he's
he
straight up
free agent.
unrestricted.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What y'all think? Y'all think he leaving OKC or y'all think he's staying?
No, I definitely think he's staying.
Do that change? Do him staying and the Spurs not trading Kawhi? Do that change what LeBron do?
No, because I'm not
so.
even convinced. I'm of this mindset, and like I think I know where you're getting that idea from, but so I think it might change the plan or change the timeline. I don't think it'll change the decision. Because to me, really, if you think about it, if they really all want to go to LA, they're all going to be in LA next year anyway. Because they can all opt in this year and just play.
But Paul George don't have an option. Unless he's going to sign Paul George has a deal.
I thought Paul George was a team option. I'm sorry. Unless I just missed that.
One star. Hold on. Let me go back and look at it.
Because you figure Paul George
They said one star mean player. Oh, no. He got a player. He could opt in.
Okay. Yeah, so if he opt in and then wait till next year.
Yeah, if LeBron opts in, Paul George opts in, Kawhi ain't got a choice. And like they are gonna be in LA. And if they really want to be in LA next year,
Well, that's
they're
the
gonna be
thing
in LA
because
next
it's like
year.
y'all could if everybody opt in and just play this year. Well, I mean Kawhi ain't got to opt in; he can't go nowhere anyway. But if Paul George and LeBron both opt in, shit, y'all could at least go to LA without them having to trade any of their main pieces away. And you can stay over there with the young guys.
You seen this Dikembe Mutombo highlights?
Damn, this nigga was cold.
You watching these Mutombo highlights, Tony?
Hell yeah.
All right, I just wanted to remind you one of the janitors that played in the 90s.
One of the gym teachers.
Yep.
Hey, my nigga. Look, bro.
Mind you, that shit sticking with you forever, dog. You ain't gonna ever let you wear that shit down.
But I get what your point is. But like, when you're like, yo, it's all janitors and gym teachers, that's mad disrespect because there's some Hall of Famers in the 90s.
Yo, it's
Them
mad
niggas,
Hall
they
of
went
Famers
to-
in the 90s. It's mad goats in the 90s. But Mike was playing against niggas that could be substitute teachers.
Right, Reggie Miller included.
Reggie Miller could
Jackson
definitely be a
included.
substitute gym teacher.
Yo, hey, act like Reggie Miller wouldn't be the GOAT if he played today.
If Reggie Miller played today, that'd be fucked up. I don't know though, because you can't kick your leg out like that.
That's definitely an offensive foul.
So
No, nigga, it's only an offensive foul because he made it one. That's the Reggie Miller rule. Like, if that nigga didn't play in the 90s, shit, he got at least 5 years of that.
He definitely would have got that shit off for a couple years. Probably wouldn't have been 5.
That
As you saying how quick they started. Well, I don't know how long did it take before they started finding niggas for flopping? Because Chris Paul and LeBron was wild for some years.
it was at least 2 years ago.
Chris Paul. I'm saying how
That
long were they getting
shit
away
was
with it
definitely
before
recent.
they finally made it? I know they just made
Draymond
it
still giving nut shots. Fuck y'all mean. Draymond still kicking niggas in the nuts and they ain't done shit but give, like, he ain't got.
Hey, if you want to keep it 100, your boy Chris Paul is a wild flopper. That nigga is
That's
nuts.
a fact.
Like, when he comes to like flopping and shit, like, he top 2.
That's fact.
He
That's
definitely
facts.
top 2.
I don't know, I thought I said that.
This nigga be flailing like a
Like-
motherfucker.
Like, no, that's a fact. But Chris Paul's also been like the smallest nigga in the league outside of like the abnormalities. Like, if you take Isaiah Thomas out this bitch, like Chris Paul definitely been the smallest nigga in the
Yeah, I
league.
remember when Tristan Thompson swung back and LeBron hit the deck and shit. Like somebody
remember that
stole on him or some shit. Like, nigga, get up, nigga.
Hey,
Get up. Come on, stop playing though.
Hey, no, that's why he killed me when they was who was it? Jason Tatum elbowed him, and they was like, "Yo, you see the way LeBron fell?" I'm like, "Nigga, you done seen LeBron get like someone breathe in his ear and this nigga fly 10 feet the other way." That shit right there just proved all them years of flopping. Like, you can't even be a flopping apologist.
I thought he stumbled a little bit when Lance blew in his ear that year.
He did.
Nigga down there fell.
Like,
Y'all seen JoJo Simmons on the Breakfast Club, man?
Hey, I watched that shit today, but I ain't click on it because I was like, oh, I can't, because I'm still not over my son being pressed by them niggas.
I think he got kidnapped.
And broad daylight. Yo,
Hey, getting kidnapped is crazy.
Enes Kanter he gonna opt out though.
Who?
Enes Kanter, he an unrestricted free agent.
They say
so excluding LeBron, who's
somewhere.
the best? Excluding LeBron, who the best free agent?
Buggy.
Excluding all right. So we assuming Durant getting that deal out the way. Boom.
Yeah,
Okay.
Buggy.
I'm absolutely saying Boogie.
Over PG.
Boogie is that. I mean,
Absolutely.
yeah, I fuck with PG.
Yeah.
I don't think PG better than Boogie.
But how he is, I don't know, because I want to know how he bounced back from the Achilles.
You see the shit now, and I'm not saying this justifies it, obviously, because the way you play, they're off the court and on the court 2 different ways. But have you seen his shit? Like, I don't know if you follow him on Twitter or nothing.
No, I ain't seen no social stuff.
No, my man, he's back to deadlifting his normal weight. He's chucking that that nigga threw him. He almost killed his trainer. My man definitely picked up a medicine ball out of anger and chucked that bitch.
Oh, he tripping. He definitely, yeah, Boogie. All for that alone.
Mind you, but my favorite highlight of Boogie the whole season was that nigga. The first time the Pelicans and Warriors played each other, and him and Durant got ejected. He definitely.
Hey, no, that shit definitely blew me because I was like, that's when I knew Kevin Durant was on some other shit. I was like, you tripping? Because this ain't even who you is, bro.
Hey, no, I was tripping on both of them because there was definitely 3 security guards, and the 2 that was holding Boogie definitely couldn't hold him back.
Durant was definitely talking some meet me in the back shit. When they get back there, he was definitely on some. It's just basketball.
See, but I mean, my whole thing with that shit though, all these niggas is friends. Most of these niggas they be cool and shit. I was like that shit on the court. I don't be taking none of that shit serious.
These niggas definitely be in LA hooping in the off season.
That's a fact.
Talking bro this and bro that.
Talking about you gonna be a McManager this offseason too.
The McManager award.
Hey, Amir Johnson got a hustle award.
Yeah. Hey, what they saying about Zach LaVine, Will? That you heard anything in the streets?
No, not nothing crazy. But I'm hoping that, this shit can make a little bit of noise. I like the roster we got right now. I like the young guys we got. I like Chris Dunn. I like Zach LaVine. I like Markkanen is probably my favorite player on the Bulls right now, though.
Hey, you know what's fucked up? And y'all was talking about this, and I had to think about it before I responded, and then I think I got drunk to respond. But the way you're describing the Bulls roster, and I agree 100%. I like the core 4 they got, right? I don't think by the next time the Bulls are good, I don't think one of them niggas is going to be on the team. And that's only because the way the NBA is now,
it's hard. They don't do it. It ain't player development ain't the same. Every team is trying to win now. All the play. And the players kind of got so much more control now to where if they don't win in a couple of years, they leave. And it's almost like you got to draft somebody. You got to draft somebody that's going to be like a star through the gate and kind of make an impact through the gate.
That's the thing. It's when you have, like I said, 3-4 years ago, give me 1 second.
Lopez
when you have gosh, it's so weird. The NBA has basically become pickup basketball, right? You and your guys, you go to a park and y'all start playing, and you kind of know who the best 2 or 3 people is, right? And so when you picking teams or however you want to divide it up, you basically know who's going to be on top of shit. Then if another group of people come out and they got 2 or 3 people that are better than your top 2 guys. Now that other team immediately get that team that just might have lost fucking 20-10. They get 2 new niggas on it. Now the score could be completely flipped, and that's all the NBA is right now. It's okay, which 2 or 3 guys are gonna go to this team and make them a superpower? So yeah, it's cool to have young guys and draft and process all that shit, but and this is actually a take I'm doing from a Wednesday show. If you look at the quote unquote process, the 76ers, right? That's the biggest luck up of all time. Because that team was not supposed to work. Because them niggas definitely drafted Joel Embiid just for him to sit 2 years because his injury was worse than they thought. Markelle Fultz, they didn't even know that nigga's elbow was fucked up. And he was number 1 pick in the draft. And then you got Ben Simmons, who, they knew he might be hurt. But now they got questions about this nigga shooting with his right hand. You're not gonna tell me you're the number 1 pick in the draft.
Shoot 3, you
20
coward.
years old.
That shit will always be funny to me.
I'm so the 76ers just lucked the fuck up. Them niggas just turned out the best possible scenario. Like the 76ers are like you got $200, you go to the casino and you like I'm gonna just let this bitch fly, and it's like
The 76ers did come up like because that shit definitely wasn't meant to go that way.
Like 99% of the time you try that same shit, you walking out there like, and your homie gonna let you you win. It's like nah, but I ain't lose that much. You damn near just pulled an extra $500 and lost that shit too. But they hit that one jackpot and them niggas walked out with like $1 million. But I don't want to give away the full thing. So I'm gonna have a nice long word of soliloquy on Wednesday. But use big words like soliloquy. Fuck Stephen A. Smith. Hey yo, Stephen A. Smith got mad clout right now when they fucking impersonate him on the BET Awards. Or just the BET Awards have just hit an all-time low.
Yeah, we're gonna go with the latter option.
Which we go alternate to that. Did y'all both watch?
Yeah, I seen highlights.
I watched it up to the Meek shit, and then I was like, yeah, I could turn it now.
It's like Meek shit was dope.
It's like they gonna always give you moments, but it's like you ain't getting the whole opening, the closing solid show no more.
BET been trash for some years now.
That we was talking about that shit. It was like since 2011, like 2011 it peaked, and then since then, it's been downhill. Like, and which is like, and I attribute it to, I think it's a really easy reason. Is like, if you look at the biggest stars, like who can make that shit dope,
they don't show up.
Like them niggas just they don't care.
Like they said, J&B make sure they on tour.
Yeah,
Drake don't show up to no black shit.
Damn.
Hey,
somebody tell me a line.
I instantly thought about that Pusha T shit when you said
and everybody know we fuck with Drake. Drake don't show up to no black shit.
Drake don't show up. Kendrick barely show up. And Kendrick ain't got no damn reason not to show up, nigga. That's in LA. Although J-Rock definitely big homie of that crew when he walked on the fucking stage with SZA and just like sucker pose, like he was like, nigga, say something.
J-Rock definitely had on the bodyguard outfit.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
nigga had on Vans and sweats. I was like, J-Rock either ready to shoot a nigga or get shot. One or the other.
You say one or the other.
That's a fact. Like, J-Rock just went up there, he was like, someone say something stupid. Say she ain't deserve it.
Ain't nobody gonna say that.
Like,
too legit. They still looking at me with one eye.
Yeah, Drake didn't show up. And Drake's had plenty of hit songs to show up for.
Drake don't show up to no black shit. He'll be at the Grammys, though.
He'd definitely be at the Grammys with the wild black suit on.
Do he even really show up to the Grammys like that?
I don't think he showed up last year, but
not the Grammys, but he'd be at like the Billboard Music Award or some shit.
I know he's done that. I did the NBA show. Like Drake really just don't show up for shit.
Drake definitely don't leave Canada unless he got to.
That's a fact. Like Drake is like, I'm too big for this shit.
I'm talking about Canada, nigga don't leave Calabasas. Oh man. Let me see.
That draft next year is fucking stacked.
You said that what?
That draft next year, that shit is stacked.
Who coming out?
Is Duke gonna have at least 2 of the top, maybe 3 of the top 10, but they gonna have 2 of the top 5 for sure. They got Duke, RJ Barrett, Cam Reddish, and the nigga Zion.
Zion went there.
Yeah. Duke got 3. They got 3 of the top 5 players, or like 4 of the top 5.
Didn't Duke have the top 3?
So yeah, hell yeah, they definitely got the top 3. And they got another point guard. I'm trying to think, is he in the top 5 or like the top 10 at least? But it's crazy because they got the top 3 players and they all small forwards.
That's fine, nigga. What the fuck? They fall in the Lakers mentality. Nigga, you fuck with the Celtics. Act like they don't start 3 small forwards if they got a chance.
Did I ever say it was a problem? I just said it's crazy how that works.
That's because like that's how you can really tell it's positionless basketball. Because none of these niggas is really small forwards.
Niggas is just 2s and 3s with a name on it.
Basically, either a ball handler or a shooter. That's it. That's like the last 2 positions in basketball. Or you, Steph.
Damn, we definitely gonna have another top set. Damn, Sacramento gonna be trash, probably. I hope he is.
Damn.
That's a hot take.
I'm just sitting here like, how can we get a
Hot
top
take,
10
nigga.
pick?
What's fucking hot take? Ain't been no hot take.
I was gonna say he said it like that shit was like news. Like nigga, we know.
I was just sitting here like how what spot could these niggas fall into?
Oh shit! Fuck, I don't know my SoundCloud password.
It'd be some funny shit if Michael Porter's brother go to Denver next season.
Hey, so what was that you were saying, Justin? I know you said that they had reports that his back was worse than they thought it was and shit.
Yeah, and even on Denver's website, they said they can't even. He's got to get a physical before he can even sign. Like he's got to get another physical. What the hell? Oh, hold up, sorry, they showing some Anthony Davis shit on the award show right now. So
Cut that
I gotta
shit
pay
off.
attention. Nigga.
Nigga told him turn it on.
I know.
It's only funny.
And I'm gonna just say, I know. And I'm gonna just say as a comment, and I get it. Like AD ain't got no chance. Like the fact he's in the voting is dope. But AD did play the least amount of games with another All-Star this year. So they talking about no help LeBron, no help James Harden. Just saying, AD played the least amount of games with another. Oh my gosh, I forgot James Harden did that. Hey, when that was the most disrespectful shit ever. What he did to the Clippers, like how you drop someone, look at him, wait for him to get back up.
Wesley Johnson a sucker for that.
Because
that nigga definitely didn't even try to recover.
He was definitely supposed to snuff him for that shit.
He wasn't even supposed to snuff him for following you. He was supposed to snuff him for looking at him like that. Like, dog, don't look at me like that. Shoot the ball. Shoot the ball, nigga.
Damn, Marshawn Brooks still in the league.
Hey, James just shook his head like, yeah, I knew it.
This nigga got shades on his
I don't
door.
know.
Shit.
I might be
You
more
know you
mad than
finna
Wesley
win.
Johnson was smiling.
That shit, I hate that shit.
What you smiling at, nigga? You should be mad.
I know, right? Ain't you just lose?
And then you just fall. Fuck you smiling for? New niggas and just new niggas. Something like K-Dot.
Damn. Shout out to Sam Presti for fucking all this up some type of way.
Did he fuck it up?
No, he did. Life just happened. Even though they could have flipped the Ibaka instead of James.
That's the only one that I think, yeah, like if they had found because they just didn't want to pay him. But like I said, it was really weird for me because like I fucked with the team that definitely sold their niggas for like for 10 cents on the dollar. So, you know.
This nigga finally got the MVP. This nigga been second in the last couple of years.
Hey, at second place, you're the first one to finish. First one to finish last?
Hey, no, James.
First one to lose.
James Harden. Say James Harden still as great as he is. If he ain't got that beard, he ain't shit.
That nigga had a beard on draft night. That's what tripped me out. For some reason, I was thinking like there was my memory, I was like, there's got to be a pre-beard James Harden. And there is.
I was about to say it was.
Like, that nigga look weird. The Arizona State James Harden that nigga's ugly, too. But that's another story.
Nigga say he ain't got no bitches.
I ain't got time for that.
Like, dead ass. But, you know, James is... He's weird. Like, I think he is a great player. I don't think he's... I don't know. I think he's a great player, great system. But I don't think he's, like, upper echelon type player.
Shit, what's my son's name? Bill Simmons snuff you because he definitely said James Harden like the fourth best shooting guard of all time. But check this though, he said behind Mike, Kobe, and
Jerry West, right? Yeah. Like, nah, see, that's wild.
I said, nigga, what? Jerry West ain't even the top 10 white player, let alone the top 5
Jerry West
shooting
not
guard.
the fourth best white player. Like, Jerry West probably not the fourth best white shooting guard.
To be honest.
I mean, even though you ain't lying, but damn.
I can't even name like 3 other white shooting guards, but I bet you they better than him.
Shit, Klay Thompson, number 1.
What the fuck is Klay Thompson?
He definitely ain't white. Whatever he is, he's not white.
I had to think about that. I'm like, wait a minute.
It took me a minute, but I'm like, all right, whatever.
Hey, no, that's why I started laughing, because I'm like, these. I'm like, that nigga Pop's definitely black. He definitely plays for the Lakers.
That sounds like, yeah, okay. I was like, I wasn't tripping on that.
Nigga said, wait, what is Klay Thompson?
Hey, that's how niggas was about Blake Griffin. Niggas like, the fuck. Yeah.
Hey, no, I definitely thought Blake Griffin was white. I seen his Pops on draft night. I said, nah, this nigga's definitely black.
Yo. That shit was hilarious. Like, but, what was that shit? Excuse me. What the fuck is that?
The weekly burp and shit.
Hell yeah. You gotta have it.
Gotta have it.
Oh, they showing this the niggas like highlights since he was like. So like your mom has to have all that shit filmed. Like, what if your parents just don't have no film on you?
Shit, niggas Mr. Prime.
That's what I'm saying. Like if your mom's, and especially like now a lot of these niggas, like that's the other thing is I'll get that in a second. It's like if they ain't got film on you and like somehow they pulled this shit, like nigga, like was you just following me? Like I wasn't even big time like that. Like I went to Arizona State.
Niggas definitely got your AAU highlights in HD. Talking about where was this?
Like y'all just hide highlights and shit of all of us. No, but another thing I was gonna say is like when people someone's talking about competitiveness in the NBA, and they were like, and they don't really know basketball like that. They were like, it was like they hear like the topic, so they was kind of just asking like from that point of view, and I'm like, well, you could break it down to the fact of there's not really a lot of hood niggas left in the NBA.
To be honest,
like a lot of these niggas like they're all AAU, they're all same high school, like they're all in these special programs, like they all been cool since they was like 7, 8, 9, 10 years old. So like when you get on a team, like 20, 30 years you get on a team, it's like, yeah, like that might be your guy, like because y'all on the same team, or that might be your guy because y'all signed the same day or whatever. But like you got a year or 2-year contract, and if you go to another team, it's fuck that nigga. Now you get on a team, it's like, yo, I didn't know this nigga since I was like 10, which dope. And I ain't telling you, like, if you know the nigga since you were 10, like, that's your business if you want to be cool with him. I'm not saying don't be cool with niggas you fucked with since you was 10. But, like, LeBron is one of, like, the last hood guys in the league. Shout out to,
I'm going to let you finish, yo, because I got to get something out. I got to let the world know something.
Yeah, it's like, it's one of the few Nick Wright arguments, and I can't stand Nick Wright, but it's one of the few Nick Wright arguments, like, I do agree with, which is he's like, people call Steph the underdog because he's smaller, but like LeBron moved 9 times by the time he was like 5 years old, didn't know his dad, doesn't know his dad, like had life struggles. Steph had an NBA father, grew up pretty wealthy, got to go to all these special basketball academies. Like just because he's 4 inches shorter and don't have his muscles, like don't make him the underdog.
See, but I mean the problem, I think everybody putting in personal shit with basketball. Like, it's like, I don't think they said Steph was like the underdog in life.
No, but it's like, but Steph has like, so the example he used, I thought it was a good one. So you remember when Steph threw his mouthpiece this year?
Last year, yeah.
Yeah. Nigga, if LeBron threw his mouthpiece, if Kobe threw his mouthpiece, could you imagine if AI threw his mouthpiece? If Kenyon Martin or J.R. Smith threw their mouthpiece at a referee, they'd have fines, suspensions. They'd put up 10 tech. If Boogie threw a mouthpiece at a nigga, he gone.
I mean,
like
but I see what you're saying. He didn't throw it at anybody. It might have hit.
No, he didn't.
He wasn't aiming for anybody when he threw it.
The way he shoot threes, they ain't never gonna tell me that nigga don't aim. He aimed subconsciously.
Nah,
Hey,
I
no,
mean, I
fuck
get
all
what
that.
you I get what you're
The
saying.
the way his wife be pregnant.
You don't miss.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
That's why I say he the best shooter
Like,
ever.
And then close.
like, he top 2 when he not 2. But like, I'm just like I'm not saying like that should be like your end all argument for when you're comparing those two, but it's one of the few that I'm like, all right, like I'll give you. And
I mean, I get
especially,
I get it just off the strength of like, I get them saying like, other people would be more scrutinized for doing it.
yeah, especially Boogie. Boogie can't look at refs.
But the problem is,
That's
it's like everybody knows it's always an exception when you like people like niggas. So I mean, I don't think an exception for Steph, but I just think that like, yeah, if LeBron threw a mouthpiece, LeBron fans wouldn't be scrutinizing, just like Steph fans wouldn't be. Or I mean, is it just like a league wide thing? Because I mean, we already know niggas in the league don't fuck with Steph.
They super don't fuck with stuff.
So I mean, that's what I'm saying. So as far as that shit, are we talking about like league wide, or are we talking about like as far as fans go?
I'm gonna say like a combination.
Side note, bro, what the fuck was Nikki doing last night?
Yo, right? Like, she did look whack as fuck, right? Like, that shit was. And then she was on Instagram with Quavo, like.
She was doing a lot. She was doing
that
a lot,
was
bro.
that I was, and like, and I'm not trying to slander her like, or say nothing like too negative, but like, Nikki just looked fucking whack last night.
Nikki might be washed, yo.
That's a fact.
Nikki might be washed.
Like,
Got too much going. She got too much shit going on anyway. They've been killing her on social media lately because they keep saying she keep telling girls not to sell sex, but she keep promoting the selling of sex.
it's like I don't know. It just tripped me out. Like, I was really looking at it like, ugh. Like I was like, I swear, like
my son said,
like, and that performance was dope. Like, hey, wait a minute, hold up. We gotta get moment of the night. Moment of the night though is Nipsey got the moment.
He definitely fired off a nigga.
Nipsey might get album of the year off of that.
I told y'all whatever list of mine he's on, he definitely moved up a few spots.
Because it's one thing to slap a nigga, but for you to slap a nigga and people hear it, that's a whole other thing.
Hey, and it was hilarious as shit because that nigga.
Hey, because my man
he definitely
Go
slapped
ahead,
him and was on stage at like 30 minutes later.
Yeah.
All I said was my man. I said my man walked across the lot. He knocked something out of big dude's hands and shit. Nipsey fired off that man. I say, damn, Nip, chill.
He slapped him. The nigga stepped back. Nipsey, the cops grabbed Nip, and my man was still going at him like he ain't give no fuck. And
What's
that's
that?
What's
What's the fab bar gonna be? What's the fab bar gonna be? How Fab gonna flip that? You crazy.
I'm telling you, that's a victory slap.
I'm taking victory laps. I make a victory slap. hustle like I'm Nipsey at some shit. Fab gonna say something. You gonna be like, really, yo? Like you
he gonna say, "I go Nipsey hustle on you, hit you with the victory slap."
I don't know if Fab could be talking about slapping anybody right now.
That's what I was going. Giving that shit.
He definitely can't. He got to
give that shit to somebody else.
I'm about to say,
Fab got to be on. Fab got to be on his support me too shit.
Fab better let that one go. He gotta let that slide.
Fab definitely got to get out here and support the Me Too movement.
Fab sitting there with the author meme because he can't use that line and shit. With the fist balled up.
Either support the Me Too movement or be at the next slut walk, Fab.
Imagine Fab.
put on the 21 Savage joint. I'm a hoe too.
Yo, that's wild.
Look, man, Fab, you in debt right now. Because Fab been low key quiet, and they been niggas ain't all of a sudden Fab slapped somebody and shit. Now all of a sudden niggas don't like his fits no more. Now everything put on and shit, niggas telling them it's trash.
Hey, hold up, not to deviate from the topic. So I haven't watched as much baseball on TV the last 2 years. They really got OPS as one of the fuck. Anyway, they really. And the funniest month ever of was Will coming on Xbox and literally just like he would just repeat whatever the White Sox score was that day, and he would straight up take little shit whoever had a home run, he'd be like, "Yep, there you go, Tommy home run, White Sox 1-3-2."
Look, man,
have no idea. My man, we was dedicated baseball fake fan for a solid 2 months.
Listen, man, I got a couple White Sox hats and a couple Red Sox hats. I fucks with them.
Boston Red Sox cap, you get baseball money?
Sure. Big B's. Red Sox.
Hey, nigga, you got that. You gonna need baseball money if you gonna have that 60-40.
If my check $100, if my check $100, it can still be 60-40. I don't know how we go from me telling her that all women should get their husband their entire salary to keep to be giving them 60-40. And then her cousin talking about, you should give me 10% since I'm your daughter for the summer.
Damn.
She said, I'm y'all child for the summer, so I should get 10%. I said, yeah, no.
That's wild.
I don't do no type of math that don't work in my favor.
That's really wild.
It's all right. I told her.
So what
being a McManager.
Amen. So what else we got? So we got the award show. We got NBA award show, BET award show. I know we was talking about something.
Did my man go off on his Bronny rant?
That's what I was going to ask.
You clear the space.
You do your Bronny Jr. shit.
Give me battle rap room. Now,
man,
LeBron is to me is the best ever, but this nigga's son is a different little nigga, man. I was watching this nigga highlights yesterday because I found I'll be following since I be going to school for
the James family.
No, since I be going to school for it's sports agency and shit like that, I find myself on slam high schools looking scouting these little niggas early. So he got a teammate, Rodney Gallagher. That's another nice motherfucker. We'll talk about that another time. So
no, we not, because I don't know who the fuck that nigga
that's
is.
why I said another time.
Keep it going. So he gonna be talking about a whole bunch of niggas. So talking about his aunt was for one.
So I'm looking at these highlights bro, this nigga's his what's the word? His eye, his vision, his vision is crazy for this nigga to be 13. His vision is crazy. He already starting to dunk in game. The nigga, he's making play his play, bro, is so advanced. I'm like, bro, this nigga could be better than his pops. I really feel like he could be better than LeBron, yo. Cause when you watch the nigga, and then the little brother, he's probably the best shooter in the house, and this nigga 11.
That's
I did see that. I seen some highlights or whatever that.
Bryce, that nigga,
a couple days ago, some highlights of both of them niggas. He was pulling that bitch.
So Savannah ain't got the best shot in the house.
I mean, she ain't got the best shot, but she definitely the finisher, cause she was definitely with LeBron when he was broke.
Wait, how y'all gonna say? So LeBron got top 5 all-time postseason made threes and got 4 kids out there. Is he not the greatest shooter ever?
It's tough, man. It's very tough.
I mean, shit. Then where you rank Cromartie at?
That's a different level in itself. That's a different level in itself.
I just remember I always wanted Antonio Cromartie and Travis Henry to be on the same team, just because both them niggas got 12 kids.
I got a question for y'all. Once y'all get off of that shit, once y'all get done with that, I got a question.
What's up, bro?
My niggas had 21 kids between.
I want to know what's the wildest shit that's to happen between Marcus his whole head done up with. Marcus used to get his whole head done up with the Beijing, or the Kardashians trying to blood J.R. Smith out.
Hey, no, it was definitely the JR shit. But the Marcus Houston shit is like a very, very close second. Because my son definitely had his whole head with the Beijing. Like, it wasn't a follicle of hair on this nigga's head, bro. This nigga shit was all Beijing. If it started raining, he was fucked.
Hey, to keep it a big pop, if you look at the side of his shit, how they give you a taper with the Beijing on it? How you get your shit taped up without Beijing? That shit is on your barber lip.
Like, you could tell, like, son, that shit was straight spray paint. I'm like, man, he wildin'.
They definitely put the cardboard straight at the edge of his shit. Spray this shit with black magic. But they definitely
niggas said black magic.
That JR Smith shit is wild.
That JR shit is like, it just lets you know like how the Kardashians work.
Like,
niggas, I'd be pissed if that was on some crime shit. Niggas like protect your identity. You be fucked. You be right in jail.
They trying to protect your identity and niggas know that was you and not snitching.
Niggas said that's Ray. Niggas said that's Earl. That's Earl in there. He's snitching on niggas.
It's like, nigga, who the fuck don't know that's J.R. Smith? That shit is crazy. And that Triple X and Drake shit you said is wild too. That's a wild question.
That's only because like he got all kind. I don't even want to discuss that kind of stuff on here only because like I'm not going. It's not even worth like legitimately entertaining the question, and I'm not just trying to sit there and talk shit on someone who's no longer here.
I mean, you ain't gotta even talk shit. The question is, what is the question? Who's a better artist, Triple X or Drake? That's the question. I ain't gonna talk shit about Triple X. I'm gonna just say the answer is Drake. That's it.
Hey, speaking of wild shit that happened this week, and it should have been the way. I remember I told myself I was gonna start it off this way. Fuck Permit Patty. That bitch.
Talking about Permit Patty. Stop sisters. She kind of wild because then she called the police for like some kids selling water or some shit, right?
Oh yeah, she definitely did. The funniest shit about that video is when she tried to hide. Like,
that's right. Like, he's like, "Don't hide, boo. We gonna
see." But that's the thing.
That's
how you know they getting carried away. Because now they really think we're stupid. How the fuck you just gonna duck down? Like we're gonna say, "Oh, where did she go?" Fuck you think this is Mario?
She gonna say so. She was like, I'm selling water in front of my property. She gonna say it's not your property. Like, bitch, who are you?
What's the dope thing that happened out of that whole story though is they got 4 tickets to Disneyland.
She definitely got them Disneyland tickets.
So shout out to her.
Shout out to that little girl.
Yeah, I like that one.
Yeah.
It's crazy because this bitch sell weed for dogs.
White people better stop wilding. Let me just say that.
I hate to be Killmonger, but you know.
Michael B. Jordan so tired of that fucking Black Panther shit now.
Nigga said, salute me one more time.
So hit me with the Wakanda Forever shit again. I was gonna be Creed 2 in this bitch.
Damn. Hey, I'm hyped for that though.
Creed.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit looks fire. Cause 1 was fire.
Yeah, I fuck with 1 heavy. That's my shit.
I think I've seen Creed twice. I've seen 3 times.
Yeah, I've watched it multiple times too. Hey, did they ever email you back about that shit not uploading?
No, I'm still waiting. I'm waiting on emails from like a couple different people right now. Like, Anchor, y'all better get your shit together because I'm definitely in the settings, and like the settings say it's supposed to pop on Apple Podcasts, got the URL, but I can't click on it. And when I go to Apple Podcasts, that shit not showing up. So we waiting on this email response from y'all. 24/7 reliable, award-winning, dumbass customer service. I said dumbass, I'm bad. Y'all award-winning, dumbass customer service.
I'm gonna need some answers. When this one dropped, them tweets gonna be a little bit more aggressive, Anchor. I'm just letting you
A
know.
little bit.
I ain't pleased right now.
We giving y'all the best content on here, to be honest.
Y'all ain't gave us a
We try
retweet
not-
yet.
We try not to take our talents to Spotify.
That's a fact.
Nigga,
The bidding war is open.
Spotify expensive, first off.
the bidding war is open.
Spotify talking about they want some $9.99 per upload. Spotify can suck my dick.
Title is definitely offering.
I'm definitely calling
But
home.
we trying to rock with Gary V, but you know, it's only so many times I could tell Hove, no, I'm good.
You talking about so many times. Tell home hit me.
He's like, nigga, I won't give. He's like, I just need one time.
This nigga. Because I don't even think. Let me see. Yeah, they wild. We'll talk about that shit later though.
Nah, that shit. What was I saying? What else was what was talking about? I felt like there's like a couple other topics we were talking about in the group text. I just.
Because we talked about the BET Awards.
Hey, don't forget after this episode drop to go follow us on Instagram and Twitter.
Yeah, we're gonna put
the,
this shit somewhere in the description somewhere.
The official Twitter account and
NoFeelins
Instagram
Twitter.
account for the podcast.
Coming soon. T-shirts coming soon.
Which y'all-
McManager.
What y'all been waiting for?
The streets been waiting.
Nigga said Tupac look like Whoopi Goldberg with leukemia.
That was definitely some of the wildest shit.
I'm like, going through the group text and that's the shit.
Hey, the slander is like wow, cause I'm like, cause niggas tripping with that one.
Hey, no. Hey, going back to BET Awards, only because he used the line last night too, and that's my shit. That song, nigga, big shit like a dinosaur did it. Name me another nigga. Name me another nigga besides 2 Chainz.
Hey, I've been saying for years. I've been saying for years, if that Channing Tatum line came from 2 Chainz, you would be like, okay.
They just be
Like,
dropping
all
hella
right,
fire
I get it.
emojis, huh?
Hey, yo. Like, 2 Chainz, hey, whatever Wayne had, 2 Chainz got that too. He got it.
2 Chainz definitely got that shit to like a lesser extent, because it's like Wayne was definitely rhyming the ABCs.
Hey, that shit.
Let 2 Chainz do that tomorrow. I'm definitely gonna be like, y'all heard this new verse?
Talking about 2 Chainz spazzing.
2 Chainz blacking up.
What y'all think of Tiana's album?
Hey, like I said in group chat and shit, that shit solid to me.
I like it. I think I didn't care for that last.
It ain't hit me like I thought.
Last song, WTP or whatever. That wasn't for me, but the album overall, I fuck with it.
Like, I think it's good. I don't think it's. I think I might have hyped it up too much in my head, which I think was my own fault. Like it was good.
I definitely did that with every album, but yeah,
I think
I had no interest
like I really
listening to that
liked
shit.
her whole album though. Like I think her album was the one that I listened to, and I was like, damn, this could have been longer. I mean, all of them could have been longer.
I'd agree.
But I just
agree
felt
with
like
that.
I felt like it wasn't enough because I like the intro song. I like the Hurry shit with Kanye West. I fuck with that. I fuck with Rose and Harlem. So I mean, I think I
That was
with the whole thing. I feel like it was just short.
That was one of them joints to me that could have had like skits in it. Like he could have did a lot with that album.
Like, it was a good album. I just don't think it was like what I was expecting, which I think was the fuck with me most.
She could have used about 4 more songs, but it's like I'm looking at it now. 8 songs, 23 minutes. It's like that's short as shit.
That's true. Like, well, that's the thing that I think was like with all of them though, because I don't know how many EA had. How many songs does Daytona have on it?
7.
They all got
Except
7.
Tiana
Well,
has
Hershey got 8, but
yeah,
they all got 7.
Well, let me see.
Yeah, like,
About 20 to 25 minutes up between them. I mean, all of them.
Yeah, because Daytona was only 21
Daytona
minutes.
about 21. Yeah.
Yeah, see that shit. I don't know, that shit is whack to me. And it's like, I'm like, to me personally, like, I'm of the mindset like, now I'm not trying to get a 20-song album because the Migos did that and I definitely wasn't. Yeah, but like 12 to 15 to me is like perfect, and it depends on like what you're trying to do. it's like Grizzly, I think had 14 on his.
Did he? I believe so. I want to say he did.
And I think his shit was like, it's not saying it's like the best album of the year, but like his shit was perfect for him. Like he could not have delivered on that album any better than what I think he did. Like that shit is dope. That shit is nice to listen to. It's got replay value. Like that shit is dope. And if you'd only given me 7 songs, even if you gave me the 7 best songs off that shit, I'd have been like, damn. Like,
oh damn, it's 18 joints on that album.
Okay, maybe that's
which one? That T Grizzly.
Yeah,
no, his shit was long.
But it didn't feel long to me though.
Well, that's
because the joints is like 3 minutes. Yeah, like they don't be that long. That's the thing. If you're gonna have a track list 20 joints, like you can't give me 20 joints in 3 minutes and 50 seconds. Like I'm not trying to hear that shit. That's
a fact. Like, actually, I was actually make that point. It's like I would not want to listen to like when y'all talk about like niggas talking about like lyrical miracle all this shit. 20 minutes of that? No, 20 songs of that 3 minutes? Nah, nigga, you can't give me 48 bars 20 times and expect me to be like that, like in tune it. Like
niggas gave you an hour and a half of raps.
Rappity rap.
Skibbity bee, mom spaghetti.
Like I'm not trying to hear that from nobody. Like, and I even think like, and even though the Migos got like a different sound, like I wasn't even trying to hear 20 songs of that because they shit just 3 minutes.
Well, you shout out to Breezy.
There's somebody right now that still ain't finished that album.
Me? The fuck? Hey, where Dwight going, yo?
I don't know, but depending on where he go, that could be one of the biggest free agency moves if he go to a contender.
That could change the game for a lot of niggas.
Like
he not the best player out there, but it's like if he go to one of these contend, depending on what other moves are made as far as some of these other big time players. But like if he end up on the Warriors, that changed a lot. But I mean,
it's a wrap.
Yeah, it's over with. It don't matter who. Like I said, if Dwight go to the Warriors, it don't matter if LeBron and Kawhi and PG team up, honestly. Because the biggest knock on them was rebounding issues and no real inside rim protector.
And it would only work for a year before they have to remax some of these guys. Next year they could have Crawford, Rudy Gay, and Dwight, and it's just you might 81-1. Because I don't know who's beating that team.
Shit, they could replace. Oh no, I almost said that.
Like if they
he ain't going back to Houston.
If they got Livingston, Rudy Gay, Jamal Crawford, and Iguodala off their bench, and they got the Hamptons 4 and fucking Dwight start like what do you do with that team?
That's what I was like. If he end up in Golden State, like I said, them niggas could all team up in LA today. That changed the whole game.
And see, and that's the kind of. So do you think that would be bad if Dwight went to Golden State?
Well, no, I mean, possibly, but it's like I don't want to hear niggas saying, "Oh, that's a bad move," because everybody been telling me Dwight was ass for the last couple of years. So if everybody been saying Dwight is ass for the last couple of years, then there shouldn't be nothing wrong with them getting a player that everybody's saying is ass.
No, and that's and I agree with that sentiment. Now, niggas that actually I think know would think like
right. No, that's what I'm saying. I think it'll be bad for the league. It'll be great for Golden State. But like I said, I think so. But I just don't want to hear other niggas telling me it'll be bad. Like anybody that told me that Dwight been ass these last couple of years, it shouldn't make a difference now because they got JaVale playing decent.
That's a fact. Because Dwight really like the only difference between him now and his prime, besides like it looked nicer in his prime, is he's like 4 or 5 points a game off. But like Dwight was 20 and 13, 20 and 14 in his prime. And he's definitely 15 and 12, 15 and 13 now. Like, I don't know, see, what's crazy is, like, niggas would never let LeBron get a center when he had his super team. And, like, there was a reason for that. If y'all think it's okay to give this team a center, it's over. They can even bring a Shame to Beat to back up.
Nigga said Shame to Beat. Hey, what y'all think about that J-Rock, yo?
I like that shit, y'all.
I've only heard half, but I like what I've heard.
I had that shit on repeat. Like literally that day when I was texting, I think that was Sunday when I was texting y'all, telling y'all I was getting caught up on all the albums. I literally listened to I listened to J-Rock shit twice. I listened to Nas shit twice. I listened to Tiana shit twice. I listened to like most of the new shit that I hadn't heard. I ran through them 2 times.
Who's y'all early favorite for album of the year?
Oh, for album of the year,
Push.
You said what?
I said I still say Push. I think Meek coming though.
Album of the year so far to me. That's tough. I mean, I think it's tough for me just because it's like in my head I'm still saying Royce, but I know Royce ain't no real contender for album of the year. Just because of him not being mainstream. So
that is the best album though.
But yeah, I mean that's
the Book of Rhymes.
That's who I would.
The Book of Rhymes.
Yeah, that's what I would be saying. But it's still album. It's still plenty of albums to come. I mean, Drake ain't dropping a rap album, so.
And that's a fact. Actually, we was just talking about it, nigga. How many songs does Royce have?
Like 20.
That's what, like, and he definitely is the type of nigga to flip lyrical, miracle, and all that other shit. And we definitely was like, that was like, but that's also the thing. It's like, and niggas like, if you like the person, you go and defend the album, even if it's not like your standard like taste or your standard guide. Like you just going to defend.
The thing about that shit that's crazy is like, motherfuckers, like, if you a rapper, like, if you a spitting motherfucker, like, that's fine if you gonna give us an album full of that, but let us have a purpose. Like, give us a theme and a point where you going with this. Like, Royce is gonna give you a theme.
Yeah, and
Royce is gonna give you content that you can follow. Right. Don't give me 20 joints of you just rapping
about nothing.
That's
about nothing.
That's what mixtapes are for.
Because Royce's album, 21 songs, an hour and all.
Now I will say this. And if we're defending that, Royce has not always been that. Because we're not going to act like Royce has always been like, for his content has always been on point.
Oh, no, he definitely, like, he said he kind of learned how to put more content in his shit from, like, being at Slaughterhouse and, like, being around Joe and Joel and shit like that. Because he was just saying, like, before, he was just a rapidy rap nigga.
Yeah.
Like it.
Which is why I think this album, this is why his album did so well. It's like, it was something different. Like you hadn't, not that he couldn't rap this way, but you just hadn't heard it, per se. Like,
yeah, I mean, you got, what was the last album? Tabernacle?
Which is my shit.
Yeah.
But even Tabernacle's only got like 2 or 3 songs.
Which is really just the title song, which is Tabernacle. That's like one of the most, like before this album came out, that was probably one of the most, what's the word I'm looking for?
Which one does he have like the side girl song on? Where he talks about like a side girl used to have and her getting paid off.
I know what you're talking about. I can't remember which. I can't remember.
Because if that's a real story, that's hilarious.
Number one is definitely a real story. They definitely had Royce on. They definitely caught Royce cheating.
And like that shit was dope. Shout out to the.
I'm not shouting them out. I ain't got nothing to do with that.
Y'all stay in y'all place, but y'all well needed.
I don't need them.
60-40.
Facts. Yeah, that energy changed from beginning to
end. That was a hell of a number to throw out there.
Well, no, that's because her pop's really about that 60-40 life. So he a real nigga.
Crazy. That's crazy.
Definitely.
Apologize to all y'all listening. Had a quick family call just to clear the air about that.
What you looking for?
Man, that's loud. That's loud as shit.
Like a container, right?
Hey, what y'all making? Save me some.
Nigga said, send me some.
Turkey, what is it? Turkey nachos. Ground turkey nachos.
Oh.
Hey, I'll be over in 30 minutes. Let me get the PJ.
You said we got what?
So much Tupperware. It's my mom's dream cabinet.
We ain't got enough.
That's some black people shit for sure.
Never enough.
Cause you can't never have enough Tupperware in the crib.
That's a fact.
Oh shit!
I
But
forget
what was you saying, yo? Because you were talking when it cut out.
That's what I'm trying to remember. What was I talking about though?
You said, yo.
We was talking about Dwight, and then we went from Dwight to LeBron not having a center to fuck. What was the next thing we said? Oh, what was the next thing I said?
I forgot because you was going somewhere like with a topic, and then that shit
just cut out.
Shit, nigga. Maybe I don't even know what the fuck. I was going through the messages, and I was just kind of bringing up shit. Let's see what else. What other kind of fucked up shit we talk about this week?
Y'all want to answer emails today? Like we got emails or some shit.
Some listener letters. Soon come, man. Soon come.
Let's see. Yeah.
What you got a question? You need some advice on what?
Don't ask us.
Hey,
hold up a second.
Know how to get me to go hammock.
Hold up. Hey, Tone, you got to explain this Nick Young thing real quick, because I ain't look into it. I just saw the headline and tripped the fuck out.
Hey, no, that's when I knew Nick Young was wilding for real. Cause
he definitely advocating.
Nick Young been tripping, but like that's when I knew like he was different. But this niggas ran up on him on TMZ, said, yeah, they just legalized marijuana somewhere. This nigga say, man, they need to legalize cocaine. He said,
so either he a crackhead or a drug
or both.
Or both.
He said, I want everybody to try coke. And from the way Nick Young talked, he definitely done did coke. Now, I'm trying to figure out what Nick Young still doing coke in 2018 for. But, you know, shout out to motherfuckers.
They definitely going to be giving him a drug test soon.
Air quotes, random drug test.
Random.
That's what they did to Jadis. You see how his play dropped off? He was on edge all the time.
That's really what happened. I had to stop smoking that shit. He said, damn.
Once niggas,
what I'm going to do now?
Once niggas start walking around winning championships with their shirt off, like, you got to question them.
Hey, no, what if that's why JR ain't go back up with the bar? Because he wasn't drunk. Because he was sober.
He had to think about it. That nigga thought about it, wasn't what he wanted. Like
as we come to like the end of the season officially, and like the awards been given out and all that shit, what y'all think about this past NBA season?
I mean, I was hyped at the very beginning. I was hyped about midway through. Got my heart broken about midway through. And then I watched. For me, it was a dope season because like you got to see AD spaz the fuck out. I got to see what it looks like when AD and DeMarcus play together and like they can play well together. And I got to see them sweep. Like, I mean, put it in this context, nigga. I saw my team win the second playoff series that they've won since I've been a.
Damn. Yikes.
I think it was dope. I think the season was dope. We got some pretty competitive playoff rounds, and we seen the emergence of a couple of young stars and shit as far as like Ben Simmons, Embiid, Donovan Mitchell, shit like that. So I think it was dope.
Yeah, I think it was a good season, and we like it previewed a lot that we will see and stuff like that. Like
especially with a lot of these young. I think the league, when some of these older guys start to
the league
fall off, I think the league gonna be in good hands.
Hey, wait a minute. So Dwayne Casey's the fourth coach to win Coach of the Year and not return. George Karl was definitely the first, and that should only happen like 8 years ago.
That's wild.
Don't nobody like George Karl.
Like, how them niggas start a trend off shit like that?
I hate to be the first nigga in like a fucked up category.
Like, fuck, George Karl could fuck around and do it twice because he could definitely coach. He might be a dickhead, but he definitely can coach.
Yeah, George Karl.
Nobody like that nigga.
George Karl definitely had the Nuggets like 29-4 after that Melo trade.
Like, hey, does Mike Trout ever stop?
Nope. It's fucked up. We watched the greatest baseball player ever, and don't nobody care.
Yo, that's so wild. Like
that nigga is like 26, and like, no one gives a fuck.
You're definitely right, yo.
No, it's like if there's not even like a way to put it like in basketball. It'd be like if a nigga came on the court at 19 was already dropping like 39 and 9. And he done that
numbers
shit
like that?
Yeah,
like
that's literally what he does.
That nigga's that good.
Like this nigga bats like 320 to 330, hits 30, 40 home runs, steals 30, 40 bases, Gold Glove center fielder, like Charlie Blackman's the second best center fielder in baseball for the last 3 years. And it's such a big ass fucking gap. Like,
it's like, imagine if niggas ain't care about what Mike was doing. That's what this is.
Hey, imagine niggas didn't care about LeBron.
Yeah, that too. Like this nigga's the best at what he does, and he's been the best at what he does for like 4 years, and no one cares unless you watch baseball.
You can say he been the best since he stepped in the, and it's fucked up because we definitely laughed his ass off.
We definitely say how this nigga the best player in the world. He ain't the best hit on his team. But you know, I've been wrong plenty of times.
Yo, that was wild. That might be Buster Only. That's his shining achievement. He called Mike Trout before everybody else. Whoever the fuck was on the Angel staff.
Shout out Matt Kemp.
Hey, Matt Kemp's having a hell of a rebound year. Matt Kemp's my guy. Matt Kemp was definitely had like a 3-year stretch where he was the best player in the game.
This is our baseball report for everybody listening.
I know, right?
Shout out to Thomas in Tennessee.
Nigga. Andrew in Michigan.
And Dave in Wyoming.
Hey, 6ix9ine is about to be in Wyoming.
He definitely going to Antarctica.
Shout out 6ix9ine, man.
He's still alive.
To be honest. To be real.
My nigga, he did that shit for. He been chasing for a month. At this point, it's like this
nigga like, definitely went from.
This nigga.
Hey yo, 3 weeks ago, this nigga was definitely going like coast to coast, running from niggas.
He overseas right now.
Yeah, I seen the video talking about he was on O Block for like 10 seconds at 3 a.m.
He definitely hopped in the SUV and swerved. Shaking my head.
He was like, when you got to take the planes and shit, and it drops you off near the city, just take another plane. That's what he did. He just ran in that bitch. He ran off the first plane. He ran onto the second one. Like, I'm here in Chicago, and ran up the fucking stairs.
Like, somebody should tell him you ain't really got to pay all this money to fly from city to city. You could just change your location and shit, and say you there.
Hey,
I mean, that's virtually what you're doing. You hopping out for about an hour, a couple hours or whatever, and you hopping in a plane and flying somewhere else. Like, nigga, stop wasting money.
Here with more PJs than Glenn Davis.
I never thought that'd be a sentence. That like actually makes sense. That was your real tough guy. KG, Paul Pierce, nigga Eddie House, James Big Baby Davis.
Big Baby Davis, if he was y'all tough guy, man, especially the way he had that slob and shit coming out his mouth.
Former Celtics star, Glenn Davis.
Hey, yo, that kills me. I hate when they say, like, every nigga's a star. Like,
yeah, whenever a nigga get locked up, the niggas be stars on the team. This nigga could have been like the backup quarterback and shit. Nigga talk about some former Giant star. Like, nigga, only one quarterback that started for the Giants the last 15 years.
Like, yo, that shit is wild. Like, Glenn Davis. I could have imagined. You think he sold to KG?
Whew. Damn, was KG one of Glenn Davis junkies? Was he?
And watching KG on Area 21, he definitely made me question it sometimes. KG definitely partake in some drugs. A little bit more than just the marijuana.
Imagine KG coming up to Glenn Davis like yo, let me get something.
One KG pre-game ritual of headbutt and shit, headbutting the
Glenn Davis talking about you ain't paid me from the last bag.
Hey, yo. That's wild. That's what hey, you know he did it though. That's what Paul nigga got on the wheelchair.
He was cramping and shit.
Take me.
Nigga said my guts hurt. He said I'm sick.
He was like, they were like, we got doctors out back. Paul was like, nah, just take me to Davis' locker.
Nigga said call Glenn. Cause he definitely came back sprouting the motherfucker.
Yo,
hey, Paul Pierce was wild for that shit. He definitely got carried to a wheelchair.
What was worse, him getting carried out on a wheelchair?
It's definitely the wheelchair shit. Just
because niggas were shook when he came walking up. Y'all remember that movie?
Out the tunnel and shit.
Injured, and then it was a old girl came out limping and shit. It came out to fuck the whole game up.
I remember that shit.
Paul Pierce got rolled out in the wheelchair and came limping back. As soon as he touched the court, it was like Mike in Space Jam. He got his game back.
Nigga, he felt the juice. Nigga knocked down the three.
Yeah, he got his mojo back.
What's some of the wildest moments in sports y'all can remember like watching?
Yeah, Malice at the Palace.
Where Melo stuffed Jared Jeffries.
Hey, they was teammates later.
Melo
shit. Like it was definitely Ron Artest and Steven Jackson going into the stands.
Hey, no, when Ron Artest elbowed James Harden.
No, when he elbowed Tyler Hansbrough. Well, no, Tyler Hansbrough.
I will never forget.
Wow, what was it? Did he elbow? Yeah, he pushed Tyler. Tyler Hansbrough turned around like he was ready to get busy. He seen who it was. He said, "No, thank you."
Shit.
He said, "No, thank you."
He said, "Not today."
He said, "I don't want whatever you giving out. I don't want it." Because he heard Ron was so yeah, no, thank you.
I'll never forget, and only because when you get like the two games on one on CBS and one on Fox for early morning football, and you don't really get a choice if you don't got a local game plan. And I'll never forget watching Texans Titans, thinking, "Why the fuck am I watching this?"
Woo.
And then Andre Johnson and Cortland Finnegan.
Hey, Cortland Finnegan definitely got hands put on his.
I will never forget. My man swung at the helmet though. Like, hold on. Like, he took his shit off. Like, nigga, let's fight.
Andre Johnson was like, "Say less." Andre Johnson definitely got like the Kobe thing where it's like, nigga, I don't gotta see you fight just to know that I think you can whoop someone's ass. You definitely delivered. Like you were. Hey, Cortland Finnegan got his ass like beat by Andre Johnson.
I was fucked up. He was a free agent the next year. That nigga ain't been the same since.
That nigga definitely ain't been the same since he got the fucking speed bumps put on him. Hey yo.
Andre Johnson's his physical and toughness rating went up in Madden that week.
That shit is wild.
His strength went up in Madden. Look, his hip power. Well, it wasn't like his hip power. Nigga, that's a defensive trait. They say that's a defensive trait, but his shit went all the way up.
It was like my man was rocking a 90. They can have a limited edition for that shit. They got like limited edition Tom Brady punt. I need limited edition throwing hands Andre Johnson. Hit power 99.
Shout out to
Awareness.
the nigga from Xbox Live. I forget your name, wherever you are right now. That said that in 5 years, he was like, no, he said in like 2 years, it's going to be Darren Williams and John Wall and Derrick Rose.
My nigga,
hey
man, with your 5'1" shrimp looking ass.
Nigga say it's going to be
My
Darren
man.
Williams and John Wall.
He said Chris Paul wasn't going to be shit.
That was wild. Even then, I was like,
I'm
this
just
nigga
saying.
tripping.
And I'm just saying, Chris Paul, the only point guard in the 2000s that's going to the Hall of Fame.
Oh, shit. Hot take alert.
Nigga, give me another one.
Tony Parker. It's the NBA Hall of Fame.
Too.
Like, we got to remember this.
I was gonna
The
say,
Basketball Hall of Fame, let anybody in that motherfucker.
Chris Bosh about to be in that bitch. That's whack. But that's the 2 hours we can give y'all on a weekly basis. Most of these niggas only giving y'all 20, 30 minutes. Respect it. Appreciate it. Who y'all freeing this week?
I'm freeing Rafa as always. Free Rala.
Javaris Clemson. Free Nipsey.
Hey, free.
Nipsey freed himself.
Hey, free Rashad. Free Rashad McCats after what Nate Robinson did to him in the Big 3 game.
Hey yo.
You gotta send out some early frees.
Free Steven Jackson for future reference.
We friend niggas for future offenses. Free Kane Martin for whenever you see George Carl.
Free Kendrick Perkins for whenever he see Drake.
free Big Baby for the next crime he commit.
Yo.
I ain't no Big Baby was in the streets like that.
Free JR once LeBron leave.
Free Michael B. Jordan for the next time somebody walk up on him talking about Wakanda Forever.
Don't worry, nigga. Everybody gonna be free once LeBron leave. Free of jobs. Ain't none of them niggas gonna have no job.
Hey, yo, I'm dead. Hey.
Cause half of these niggas, you know, without LeBron, there ain't no telling what they'll be.
That's what, episode 15, man.
15.
15, we in here.
Twitter coming soon.
Like
man.
Super soon.
Like, nigga, go start following us now. The page ain't there, but still follow us now.